broadcast of Varsity Volleyball on NKTelco Sports. We are here at the barn where the New Bremen Cardinals will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Again, welcome to New Knoxville. My name is Greg Burning. My partner, Jeff Henson, as we get ready for a matchup here tonight. And coming into New Knoxville tonight, the visiting number 2 ranked team in the state, the New Bremen Cardinals.
Yeah, they bring a lot to the barn tonight. They suffered the first loss just a few games ago to the number 2 team at the time, Maryland Local Flyers,
right
at the hangar. So they lost on the road. That game, I think, was in 4, but suffered their first loss. So they just kind of flipped spots to the number 2 team right now in the state of Ohio. Then they had tough games after that Maryland Local game. They had St. Henry and Fort Laramie. Both those matches went 5 games each. New Bremen prevailed. So they entered tonight, surviving 2 out of 3, if you will, of kind of a murderer's row week of competition. And, record-wise, they come in tonight playing New Knoxville, a team that struggled in the win column. Doesn't mean it's going to be a rollover, but New Bremen's, you don't want to read too much into it. New Knoxville has struggled this year, but New Bremen's been on the high note. But maybe a little bit of relief for the Cardinals that they don't have to, have that juggernaut of a game, but you never know. It just depends how well New Bremen shows up and what New Knoxville can do on the other side of the net. So that's why you play the game.
That's right. Still an MAC matchup. So we will have the New Bremen Cardinals and the New Knoxville Rangers doing an MAC battle here shortly. We'll take a short break. We'll have the national anthem, and then after that, we will do our starting lineups in the opening serve. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the barn, New Knoxville, as we get to our starting lineups for the New Bremen Cardinals. Number 10, Ava Trentman. Number 8, Megan Reinhart. Number 4, Olivia Heitkamp. Number 2, Amelia Danmeyer. Number 1, Melina Schrader. And the libero, number 0, Abby Powers. Cardinals coached by Diana Kramer, coming in tonight with a 13-1 record. And the home team, the New Knoxville Rangers, coached by Madison Lammers. Our starting lineups brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. Number 20, Olivia Lammers. Number 14, Brianna Van Gundy. Number 11, Addison Albers. Number 10, Bryn Egbert. Number 5, Kiana Wellman. Number 3, Lainey Meyer. And the libero is number 2, changed the number on me, Lauren Wingler. So before we get started with our opening serve, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Well, for the Cardinals, they know that the serve receiver is critical to get an offense. So good first touch. Also control your nerves. You've had a tough week of competition. Don't be nervous. Don't avoid letdowns, which kind of leads into the next one. Have fun. It should be about having fun. If you're not, you're in it for the wrong reason. It's a game. Go out, play hard, enjoy the atmosphere and your abilities that you have. And those are 3 keys for the New Bremen Cardinals. And for New Knoxville, they know also that serve receive is very important, especially against an aggressive New Bremen serving team. They're also going to be able to dig the attacks from the Cardinals. The Cardinals are going to bring a lot of offense. How well can you dig it, get it into your offense, and give them New Bremen, in this case, something aggressive to receive themselves and be able to hit from all spots. You can't zero in on the one spot in the front row. You might have to go middle once. You might have to go back set on the right side. You might have to set someone on the back row just to keep the New Bremen blockers off balance so they can't all zero in on the lone attacker.
Thanks, Jeff. Those keys again brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Coach Kramer, you mentioned, head coach for the Cardinals. She's in her 7th season at New Bremen, and for Madison Lammers, her 1st season at New Knoxville. Did a couple games last week at Jackson Center. New Knoxville played Jackson Center on one night, and there you've got Madison Lammers with 1 year of experience versus Kim Metz at 35 years of experience.
So she's been there a hot minute, right?
And then I did the Botkins Jackson Center game. Botkins under a new head coach. And Logan Watercutter, again, first-year coach going against a veteran in Kim Metz, her 35th season, all at Jackson Center.
Good for her. All right, underway here from the barn. Wingler with the first serve, picked up by Powers. And here comes Rihanna Paul with the first kill of the night.
Paul does a nice job on a good approach. The New Bremen got into good offense, and Paul finishes it. She averages 2.3 kills per set, second on the team behind Olivia Heitkamp at 4.9.
The serve pushed across by Melina Schrader and will drop in. I guess we'll call that an ace. It was more of a serve-receive error, but a little miscommunication.
We're going to call that an unforced error. The ball was
for sure
just kind of dropped in a playable spot. So miscommunication will give it.
Albers pops it up over to Egbert. She pushes it across. Cardinals trying to set the offense again. They go back to Rihanna Paul. Nice defense by the Rangers. Paul back on the overplay and back on the Rangers side. Egbert trying to get things going here for New Knoxville. And that is...
Didn't miss by much.
I was just going to say, it looked like it might catch the edge line, but it looks like it's just wide.
That's a break New Knoxville could have used.
For sure.
Those delicate shots, game of inches, New Knoxville just wide on that attack by Egbert.
Short serve by Schrader, picked up by Wellman and blocked at the net. Back on the New Bremen side. Schrader will push it deep. Knoxville trying to get a good attack going here as Kiana Wellman hits that one in the net. So tough start here for New Knoxville, down 4-0 on the First National Bank scoreboard.
Yep, tough start. You missed the one ball by inches, and you mix it up and go middle, and the attack just off the mark. So back-to-back quick points, and the deficit's already 4 for the Rangers.
And the one thing you're going to get from New Bremen is a quick pace, but the Rangers use it to their advantage there and get the first point.
Good heads-up play by the junior attacker, Kiana Wellman, tapping it not high in the air, but high enough to get over the blockers and drop it right in front of the back row for her first kill.
Albers back to serve for New Knoxville. Heitkamp from the far side with the strong swing and the kill.
Well struck is right. And I mentioned earlier, she's the leading attacker for the Cardinals at just under 5 kills per set. 4.9 for the junior attacker. Gets up very well and has good power, good strength.
So Rihanna Paul now back to serve. Egbert pops it up far side. And a good shot pushed across there from Puckett. Back on the attack again is Heitkamp. Rangers trying to get a play on the ball to get it caught on a double hit.
Yeah, I don't know if Heitkamp should get a kill for that. It was her hard shot that really ricocheted off of Albers.
Right.
But it was a ball handling mistake. Tough break, but it was all based on Heitkamp's good swing.
Another good serve by Paul. Here's Puckett again. Cross-court shot deep and out of bounds. And the Rangers going to try to get a stop to this. Call a quick timeout. That timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
7-1 here early in our first set from New Knoxville. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Jeff Henchen. The Rangers in a hole here early in set number 1. Kiana Wellman with a good attack there. So timeout works for the Rangers. They get another point on the board.
And for Wellman, it's her second kill of the set. One was the tip over the front row. That time she went with power, got it off the fingertips of the Bremen blockers for her second kill of the set.
And obviously that's what New Knoxville's trying to keep doing, right? Get lots of rotations where you get that kind of attack setup. Good defense there against Highcamp.
Kept it alive, but New Bremen's going to go back to work.
As they get a big swing there from Trentman.
And Rangers in the net, so reward Ava Trentman, a sophomore, with the kill. And yes, New Knoxville kept the Highcamp attack alive. Ended up downballing it over. Again, those attacks, Highcamp wouldn't get credit for the kill, but that was a very good swing by her, forced New Knoxville to chase it, if you will. But the end result is New Bremen got an easy attempt, went to work, and Ava Trentman gets the 8th point.
Steininger with the serve. She is one of the better ones for New Bremen. Her and Schrader right up the top of the MAC.
Steininger at 38 aces on the season. I'll make it 39 at also 90%. You mentioned Schrader. 52 aces and a very good 91%. So they not only get aces, but they keep it in play.
Yep. Right on cue, you jinxed her into the net.
Done that once or twice.
And I always like watching Steininger serve too, because her setup is very unique. She stands back in the far corner, out of bounds before she starts, and then right before she serves, she cuts back into the court. And she said, you just don't see many people take that approach. Strong hit there from the freshman, Mary Rindler. She'll get the kill for New Bremen. He's going to lead 10-3.
Out of the middle. You're exactly right, Greg. Rindler came up and just a quick attack. And you mentioned New Bremen plays fast. The pace is really good. You may say, well, how's it happen? Well, they pass the ball well. They can set it without throwing big lollipops up there. And
they serve well, which helps them.
Yeah, they just everything works for them as Brent Egbert gets a rare back row kill, caught the tip and kind of threw it off, but the Rangers will take it.
So checking into the match will be number 3, Lainey Meyer for the Rangers. She'll go back to serve. Rangers trailing 10-4. Meyer sets it across. Good serve. Picked up by Highcamp. Pop back to Highcamp, but she'll just tip it across. Rangers looking to attack here far side. Get it to Lammers. And now back to the Rangers. Highcamp. Strong shot. I think that's what's really gotten better with her game, her being Olivia Highcamp, is that
the right side?
Or just the balls in general. That really wasn't at the net.
No,
and
it was off the net.
Strong struck ball, and she makes you play every shot she hits.
Timing was very good. There aren't very many weak attempts from her. It's like we've seen her ricochet some off of some would-be defenders.
Right.
That was another ricochet shot as well. If you don't hit it square, you're going to have trouble keeping it playable.
So Lammer's shot there is just outside and out of bounds. And now the New Bremen Cardinals up 12-4 here in our first set.
Well, good start for the Cardinals. You know, after having 3 tough opponents record-wise,
right?
You got to see the New Knoxville's record at 2-12, and so far they've not let up, or they haven't overlooked the competition. They've played hard, and they've been playing clean.
And there was a fortunate bounce, we'll call it, for Mary Rindler. Didn't necessarily hit that one very hard, but got it just across the blocker.
And it was a slide offense again. Those diagonal attacks, she hit it cross court. I think those are tough to field because most people don't stand sideways. So
especially if you don't block.
Yeah.
If you block, it's a little different. But if you're not blocking, there's a good shot by Olivia Lammers for a Ranger kill.
Blocking it's tough to do. And you think about teams that block. We call it blocks a lot at the net, but usually those are touches unless they go down for point. But yeah, it's tough to size up these good hitters. They find ways to get around you or over you or through you. And I talked about it there.
Right on cue,
The block wins this time. Brent Egbert and Addison Albers each get a block assist, and both those girls averaged 0.6 blocks a set. Again, it doesn't seem like a big number, but teams just don't record termination blocks that much. There's a lot of touches, which can weigh on the attacker's mindset, but service error there for New Knoxville. But the blocking, a lot of touches, not many termination blocks.
So a lot off of that serve. New Knoxville will check number 14, Brenna Van Gundy for the Rangers. And on the far side, number 2, Amelia Danmeyer checks in her serve into the net.
Second serve error for the Cardinals in game 1. They're an 88% serving team on the season, and they average 3.4 aces per set. So, that's a chunk of their offense, almost a fifth of it.
Another deep serve there for the Rangers, so not probably what Coach Lammers is wanting to give the number 2 ranked team in the state 3 points.
Yeah, that's exactly right, especially when they put one in the middle of the net. You like to build off that, get some momentum, try to score quickly.
Good back set there from Albers, blocked at the net by Trentman.
Violation. Cardinals give the kill to Wellman, her third, as referee called the Cardinals blockers in the net, so the attack kill will go to Wellman, her third of the set. For the junior, she averages 1.2 kills per set, does Wellman. She's already doubled that here in this first set with 3.
Albers, good serve, picked up by Schrader, tossed far side to Highcamp. Good dig there by Wingler. Rangers trying to set their offense up, a little off balance. Wellman's shot goes out of bounds.
Yeah, well said. The ball floated. Her body didn't use her feet to get under it.
Right.
And, unless you're a superior human being, those are tough attacks. She just was off balance and said didn't get under it, and the end result was not good.
Good serve there from Rihanna Paul, drops in for an ace. And that is going to lead us to a timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's action. Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. I would also like to remind everyone that NKTelco is sponsoring our player of the game, and Jeff and I will name that player of the game at the conclusion of this match. So far, it's been a little bit of what we expected, I guess. New Knoxville's had a tough go here so far this season. A lot of young players that didn't have a lot of experience. They had but 7 seniors, I think, on their team last year, and obviously did very well, winning a state championship. But with that, sometimes in a smaller school, it becomes tough to restock the shelf.
6 seniors, but
6 seniors.
7 in basketball. But yeah, I mean, you got big shoes to fill, and you're working against the number 2 ranked team in the state. And New Bremen has not given New Knoxville anything tonight. 2 service errors is all the Cardinals have done. So New Knoxville's had to do it all on their own, and the Cardinals again have played clean. They haven't come in overlooking the Rangers. To them, the Cardinals know the job. It's get it done and be clean. Don't develop bad habits. And so far, the Cardinals have been spot on with everything they've done.
And that is pretty much typical Diana Kramer volleyball right there. You get a good serve, an overplay back. They set their offense up and get a strong attack from Ava Trentman before the kill.
Sophomore did a beautiful job. Again, hit it right where nobody was at. And he took advantage of the opportunity. And the Cardinals have done a super job of that early here, or this first set anyways.
Strong shot there, pushed across by Kiana Wellman. Back over to Bryn Egbert, number 10, for the kill. Good attack there by the Rangers.
Kiana Wellman will be credited with the assist, a rare opportunity for her, but Egbert muscled it through a couple hands there, and she gets her second kill. Bryn Egbert, a sophomore, part of that rotation last year that won the state Division IV title, averages 2.1 kills per set this season.
And Rangers with a good opportunity here. Go right back to Wellman. Tips it across. Here's Bremen on the attack, and that one pushed into the net. So a good serve there from Bryn Egbert. Started out that Ranger attack, and they get another point.
Well, you see how it works. If you don't get in rhythm and don't get everything spot on, it's a tough task to ask, and the Cardinals commit their first attack error.
A nice back set there to Highcamp, but she goes cross court. So 3 straight points by New Knoxville, and now trail 18-11.
Highcamp hit it pretty well, just missed the mark, but right idea. Obviously working around the blockers.
Another good serve from Egbert. Bremen trying to set up the attack, go back to Highcamp, and she'll get the kill that time.
Number 4 with 4, and a good shot. She went diagonal last time, and then this time right down the line off of the New Knoxville libero. So, you know, when you're blocking or playing defense, where do I stand? Where do I go? You know, it's a tough battle that just helps Heitkamp's ability to earn points for her team.
Steininger and number 14, Rindler back in for New Bremen, and Steininger back to work with the aces.
Her second of the night, and watch that approach here. She stands right on the border. She technically is inbounds. I don't know if she's allowed to.
She wasn't there before. I don't know if the official said something to her or not, because she's usually way to the far
I'm not
side.
For sure. Heitkamp will get her 5th. I'm not for sure where you're allowed to start. I know you probably have to finish attacking the ball inside the lines, but nonetheless, she definitely is in the deep left or the left whatever corner. And years and years ago, Greg, you had to serve within, I think, a 10-foot mark.
Right, you had like a box, right?
Yeah, well, it was a hash mark. It was like maybe almost like the foul line on the other side of where Steininger's at to the end line. That's where you had to serve. So opened that up years ago, but that's how it was years ago. Top gets a kill.
Yeah, nice bump shot there from Top.
You know, we still grew up when they played side outs for points, games of 15.
Not quite the same as rally scoring, right?
Quite a bit different. Back then you had to get the ball, serve, then get the point. It's kind of now every serve is a point, and these kids don't know anything about it, but their parents probably do or should.
Rindler shot cross court out of bounds, 21-13.
Much better job here for the Rangers. They've put some pressure on the Cardinals, forced them to do some things, and they've now had 3 attack errors after I mentioned they've been playing so clean. 3 hitting errors here recently to help the Rangers come back. That one, though, will be a kill for Heitkamp. Tough to stop unless you can go up there with her and time it just right.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's basically hitting over top of you, and it's just a matter of where it's going to land.
Good serve by Heitkamp, picked up on the Rangers side. Puckett, strong shot, is deep and out of bounds. So New Bremen now just 2 points away from taking this first set at 23-13 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Heitkamp back again to serve. Egbert with the dig. Trying to set up Top, laid it a little short. Back on the New Bremen side. Turning and swinging is the setter, Melina Schrader, and she'll get the kill.
Good decision there for the sophomore. She doesn't get many attack opportunities being the setter all around, but because she's in the front row, good athleticism. She turned and hit that right-handed, so nice decision by her.
Heitkamp serve sails out of bounds.
Error for the Cardinals, their 3rd service error of game 1.
Meyer checks back in, number 3 for New Knoxville to serve. 1 point away for this first set. Good serve by Meyer, just clears the net. Schrader dumps it over for the kill, and that's how the first set will end. New Bremen 25, New Knoxville 14. We'll take about a 3-minute break and come back with set number 2. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to New Knoxville as we get started with set number 2. The New Bremen Cardinals take the first one over the Rangers, 25-14.
Cardinals got off to a good start, Greg, and really never looked back. Did not give the Rangers really any chances. New Bremen did have some slight hitting attack errors late in the set, but way too much after they had the Rangers down. As we'll go through the quick report here as we open up game number 2. New Bremen 13 kills in game 1. New Knoxville was just 7. So New Bremen wins the kill battle in game number 1, 13-7. And Schrader's had probably the last 3 of them, Greg. One where she turned and swung, and 2 of them kind of now where she's tipped it into the opening. So
she's worked on that little left hand over the shoulder shot. She had 11 kills against St. Henry in that 5 match.
Oh, well, that's 2 per set.
Yeah, for a setter, that's pretty decent. Good block there by New Bremen. Looked like it was Trentman and Heitkamp.
Correct. That's how I'm recording each of them with their first blocks. And both Trentman and Heitkamp are the leaders on the team. Heitkamp at 0.9 and Trentman at 0.8. Again, it doesn't seem like much, but those are pretty good numbers. Termination blocks.
We had a violation in the net there.
Number 10 for the Cardinals, Trentman in the net. Give Lammers her second kill of the night. Going back to game 1, New Bremen 3 aces, New Knoxville 0 serving aces. So those are kind of where the Cardinals got the points. Attacking with Heitkamp, that's now her 7th. She had 6 of them to lead the Cardinals in game 1. But New Bremen out-attacked, out-served, and really just played cleaner throughout most of that first set to the 25-14 victory.
Yeah, when they get in their offense like that and Heitkamp gets the ball at that kind of elevation, really tough to stop. Good attack there by Egbert. That's tipped back over on the Ranger side, point for New Bremen.
Megan Reinhardt, kind of a battle there at the net between her and the Ranger, and she got her second opportunity and didn't have a kill in the first set. Got one here. She averages 1.5 per set.
That shot into the net. That'll be a New Knoxville point. And that will bring Albers back to serve for the Rangers, trailing 4-2.
Freshman server, also the setter.
Megan Reinhardt with the kill.
Off of the hands of the back row players. So after not having 8 kill on set 1, Megan Reinhardt opens up here 2 quick ones. Again, her average is 1.5 per set. She's just recorded her second one of the match there.
Steininger and Rindler check back in for New Bremen. Here's Steininger serving. It's a lot of movement off of that serve. Here is Brenda Egbert with a strong shot. Good timing there and a good kill for New Knoxville.
And not a normal approach. I mean, from back here, it's like she kind of hit it with her arm going the opposite way than her follow-through went versus coming across her body and her chest into her left hip. It kind of went her right side, and boy, she struck it well. New Bremen was there to try to defend. It didn't work, and she gets a service ace here.
Good serve by Egbert. The Rangers pull within 1 at 5-4 here in our second set. If you're just joining us, New Bremen won the first set 25-14. And we're just getting things going here in the second. Nowhere to go there for Heitkamp, so Rangers with 4 straight points, even things up here at 5.
Set there just a little bit off the mark. Heitkamp couldn't run it down. Results in the Bremen error. And 5-5 here. The Rangers have opened up a nice run here of game number 1 and look to build off of that.
I was just going to say that ball had plenty of rotation off the set. So this has been the one Achilles heel for New Bremen. They've had chunks given up like this. They had a 7-0 lead against St. Henry. And they lost that set, and they did the same thing when they played Marion Local. Just bunches of runs that put together. That's 6 straight points now for New Knoxville, and that will lead to a New Bremen Emerson Climate Technologies timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
7-5 here in set number 2. New Knoxville on top after scoring 6 straight points. New Bremen looking to answer, and a great block there from New Knoxville.
Wellman and Top, I believe. Wellman probably got the contact, but I believe Top was up there with hers. And block for Wellman. That's her first of the night. She leads the Rangers at 0.8 blocks per set.
So big run here for New Knoxville, ended there by Megan Reinhardt.
One of 4 seniors on the squad, Reinhardt is, and kind of stepped up that time and made no doubt a much needed point for the Cardinals.
Knoxville back on the attack. Here's Top, gets it across the block. Here's Reinhardt again, shoots it deep and out of bounds.
New Bremen can't build on that momentum, so New Knoxville gets the ball back on another error. A second attack error for the Cardinals here in game number 2. They have a service error and a couple ball handling mistakes, so 5 errors already.
Good serve.
Get this ace.
Good serve by Wellman, Kiana Wellman, number 5. Drops that in for, I believe, the first ace for the Rangers.
You are correct. No,
Egbert had one
in this game, yes.
Yep.
So for Wellman, that's her 16th service ace of the season.
Unfortunately for the Rangers, she can't follow it up. That one into the net.
First error of game 2 for New Knoxville. Sometimes those errors are reasons why the scoreboard is what it is. And New Knoxville, their first error. New Bremen already with 5. So New Bremen trails by 3, but a lot of ball game to go here in game 2 to turn it around.
Albers set right down the middle of the Top. Good save there by Danmeyer, and pushed across and down for the kill from Schrader.
Schrader with the kill, and you said it was Danmeyer. I thought it was Steininger that had that one arm.
Oh, you're right, it was Steininger.
Number 5. She had like a one arm right there in front of Powers.
You're right. Danmeyer's not even out there on the court. She's number 2, so it was definitely Steininger. So 10-8 now. Rangers on top, block at the net. There's Rindler and Paul there for New Bremen. And the lead now just 1 at 10-9.
Good job by 6 and 14. You mentioned it. Paul and Rindler timing it, making an awkward or difficult attack there for Puckett.
Powers, good serve, picked up nicely. Here's Top on the attack, and Top will get it through the block for the kill.
Good hands by the Cardinals. They got the deflection, but New Bremen couldn't scoop it up, if you will, quick enough. So Top, her first kill. She's had 2 kills, 1 in each set so far tonight. She averages just under 2 kills per contest. She's one of 3 seniors on the New Knoxville squad. Her, Lammers, and Puckett. 3 seniors on the Ranger team this season.
Steininger with the dig. They push it far side to Rihanna Paul, and she's able to power it through the block for the kill.
Kind of changed direction. Looked like she was going cross court and directed it kind of down the line right at us. And got it off the New Bremen, New Knoxville hands for her first kill of game 2. That gives her 2 on the match.
Amelia Danmeyer in to serve for New Bremen. Strong serve picked up by Wingler. Back set to Lammers. Cross court shot, right idea. It was out of bounds.
Well, I like it. Oh, deflection, I believe. So give Lammers. Lammers struck it, correct? Yes. Olivia Lammers take the hitting error away. And Lammers will get her second kill of game 2, her 3rd in the match.
Here is Allie Top back to serve for New Knoxville. Whoa, that one was well out of bounds, but saved by Highcamp. Set up to Paul, and a good block, deflection at the net by New Knoxville. Here comes Paul again, and the same block with Egbert and Albers.
They teamed up together in game 1. They team up together in game 2. So good hands there by, you mentioned 10 and 11, Egbert and Albers.
And the Rangers' run continues. They hang on here to a 3-point lead at 13-10. Good serve by Top. Schrader passes it over to Paul, and it's off deflection from New Knoxville. That'll be a New Bremen kill.
2 in the set for Rihanna Paul, her 3rd of the match. She averages 2.3 kills per set.
She gets very good elevation on her hits. So she is up above those blockers a lot of times.
Jump. Yeah,
and she's not that tall, but definitely gets
the advantage with her leaping ability.
Yes. Good save by Powers. And here is Paul. And I just mentioned it. We have a great view here. She was well up above both of those blockers and able to bring that shot down for the kill.
And not only can jump, but has good, form or delivery technique. Yes, very well. I mean, there's a reason why some girls can get the top spin on it, get the ball to dive, and others can't.
Strong serve there by Schrader. Knoxville fighting to get it over, but will not be able to. So ace for Melina Schrader. And 3 straight points by New Bremen, tied at 13, and that will be a precision strip timeout. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
$13 here on our scoreboard is set number 2 from New Knoxville Gym. And the Rangers able to regain the lead on that tip deflection at the net. Looked like Albers was there for New Knoxville.
For New Knoxville, give them credit. They got off to a good start. The Bremen came back and tied it, but boy, the New Knoxville opened it back up. Didn't kind of give up, if you will. So they made a couple runs here on the Bremen.
Highcamp, good elevation on that swing, gets the kill. And evens us back up at 14 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Here's a chance for the number 2 ranked team in the state maybe to build on this now and take the lead and hold on to it. But the Knoxville's kind of pulled away twice, getting on some other runs. Here's going to be a free ball, so this is a great opportunity for New Bremen.
What a shot by Egbert though on the free ball. But as you said, a nice setup still by New Bremen, and Megan Reinhardt able to get the kill.
Yeah, that free ball, sometimes I always wonder why teams back up. Because sometimes a free ball, desperation like that was a line drive.
It was.
And it almost dropped for a kill, but New Bremen able to get a good swing, and Reinhardt delivered to kind of bail them out and take advantage of the free ball that New Knoxville gave him.
Nice slide play there by New Knoxville, dug up, and there's a strong shot by Reinhardt, tracked down by New Knoxville. Good effort there by the Rangers. Cardinals looking to attack off it, get it to Highcamp. Good save by Van Gundy, and now Egbert shoots it across in the attack. Back on the Cardinal side, pop it up over to Highcamp, off the block from Egbert, and I believe out of bounds. So point New Bremen, but a very good volley there, both teams.
Yeah, it was. And New Knoxville did a nice job getting the hands, but when you're hitting out of the right side, there's not much room for error to go left, and that's exactly what the block did. Is it landed just on the other side of the out of bounds line.
Just catching the top of the tape there was Paul's serve. So point will go to New Knoxville. It's 16-15. New Bremen on top here in set number 2. If you're just joining us, they did win. New Bremen won the first set 25-14, but New Knoxville fighting back here and try to answer here in the second. We're all even. I think that score was actually, it is 16-all.
Right, it is now is where I have it down at 16-all, but a much better performance in Knoxville. They're getting some help. New Bremen played so clean, I felt, in the first game. It's just the opposite here in game 2. Good swing, good defense by the Rangers, but they're going to give it back to the Cardinals.
Quick set up there down the middle for Trentman. Good. Another good defensive play there by New Knoxville, and a strong shot, Bryn Egbert.
Well, she delivered. New Knoxville's been on the gas on the pedal, if you will. New Bremen in this match, 2, 4, 6, 7 errors. New Knoxville 1. Flip it around basically in the first set. Right. Just the opposite. New Knoxville's making New Bremen do bad things and commit errors. And New Knoxville's also getting some good offensive swings, which makes a huge difference.
Highcamp wisely taps it across the blockers for the easy kill.
I think she made change for my dollar when she was up there. It was like she was up there forever. And then it was just a matter of a simple tip. And even though you could see it coming, they just can't get her. It's like slow motion trying to get there to pick it up. And she gets her 4th kill, her 10th of the night. 4 here in game 2, 6 in game 1.
Knoxville trying to answer. Wellman gets it just enough across the blocker, and the Rangers regain the lead at 18-17.
It wasn't perfectly struck, Maybe caught the hands a little bit. That's just a game of volleyball. Sometimes you hit it crisply and it bounces right off the digger or the receiver's hands, and they dig it nicely. But that time, Wellman, the volleyball gods gave her the break, and she gets her 4th kill of the match.
Back set to Highcamp, and she'll knock that one straight down for another kill, and we're even again at 18.
Pretty good timing there as Highcamp now with 11 on the night. Unofficially is what I have her down for. 88% server on the season for the junior, and 12 aces to her credit coming into this match.
Good set from Albers, blocked by Rindler. The freshman does her fair share of blocking as well. That was Mary Rindler with the block. That'll lead us to a timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to remind everyone that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity volleyball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. This match will be replayed twice, Tuesday, October 18th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports.
So I mentioned the number 2 team ranked in the state, New Bremen Cardinals. There's a reason, and not always will you play your A-plus game. And New Bremen started off a couple things. New Knoxville played very well, forced New Bremen to make mistakes. New Bremen did not hit well, did not pass well, did not set well, if you will. New Knoxville got a lead, and like I said, there's been some back and forth here. Right now, it's a 1-point New Bremen cushion, but it's like sometimes those better teams will find a way to work things out. When it gets crunch time, which is where we're at, they tend to pull away and make, increase their lead with the right idea there for New Knoxville, trying to do something with their best hitter, but the Egbert attack just caught the tape and drops down for the attack error.
So 2018, New Bremen on our first National Bank scoreboard. Good serve from Highcamp and a free ball crossed. Almost drops for New Knoxville. Instead, Rindler will punch it in the net, so a point will go to the Rangers.
That was almost disaster. That was one of those things where New Knoxville almost self-destructed. Communication, They were able to get it over, and I think New Bremen was watching to see if everybody was okay. And then it was an awkward attack there by Rindler, kind of off balance, and fortunately for the Rangers, they come away with a much-needed point.
And a great save there by Wellman.
And Albers as well, off the Schrader attack effort on this set opportunity.
And Reinhardt able to get a big swing in there for the New Bremen point after all those good saves.
There were New Knoxville. You said that Schrader attack, I think Albers dove for it. Wellman kept it alive, but then it was finally Reinhardt about 2 possessions later, seemed like getting her 5th kill of the set, all here in game number 2.
Powers with the good serve, drops one in for an ace.
Her 17th service ace on the season for the senior libero, Abby Powers. She serves at 85%. And now has 17 aces on the season, and she is a defensive gem back there.
She definitely is.
It's like a sponge cleaning the floor or whatever. She is all over the place.
Here's Top right down the middle. That one didn't clear the net.
Attack error, New Knoxville. Just their 3rd error of the set. So New Bremen's had to earn their 22 points. New Knoxville's only given them 3. So, again, New Bremen is finding ways to make more positive plays than negative things here.
Shot by Lammers, blocked back over to the Rangers side. They free ball it across. Going to be a good opportunity here for New Bremen. They run the slide with Mary Rindler, and she knocks it down for the kill.
Nice set number 2 for Rindler. It was a nice set also in a backward slide or the reverse slide, but Rindler 3 kills in the match now and also 2 blocks. You mentioned her before that one timeout. She has 0.7 blocks. So, yes, very active getting termination blocks this season as a freshman.
I'm going to play it over too far by New Knoxville. It's going to be another good offensive set here for New Bremen. A good block, though, at the net. Allie Top by herself, keeping this Ranger attack alive. 24-20 on our first National Bank scoreboard. New Bremen on top.
Good timing by Allie Top, averaging 0.7 blocks per set. So, again, a nice job for her. That's her 2nd termination block here of game number 2.
Myers serve, picked up, pushed across by Schrader, and that is how set number 2 will end. The New Bremen Cardinals 25, New Knoxville Rangers 20. We'll take a couple-minute break and be back with set number 3. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Just about ready to start set number 3 from New Knoxville. New Bremen took the first set 25-14. They also took the second 25-20.
Had to work at it a little bit harder, did the Cardinals in game 2. Give credit to the Rangers. They started out, they played well, they got a lead. New Knoxville only had 3 errors that whole set, so they really made New Bremen earn their points, and you know, that's something, it's like a moral victory almost, that you made the best team in the state almost have to earn their points. And New Bremen did that. They didn't do it at first, but they found a way. Attacking New Bremen 14 kills, New Knoxville just 7. So again, New Bremen has doubled up the Rangers basically in both games. Service aces, New Bremen 2, New Knoxville 2, and each team had 3 termination blocks. New Bremen committed 8 errors, and like I said, New Knoxville just 3 errors as they opened the game here with a termination block with Wallman and Addy Albers.
Well, I think you see a confidence level change too. You come in knowing they're number 2, and everybody knows all those little rankings and whatnot. And I don't care who you are, you think about that, right, as an athlete.
Yes.
And I feel like that's how New Knoxville was that first set. They've settled in now.
Yeah,
their confidence level is much higher. And 2 straight points to start this third set. Yeah, they're going to give their best effort here.
I think you're kind of the shock and awe maybe he's over, and you just never know. I mean, they seem to be playing more aggressive here and just swinging at will and making plays happen. They've done some nice job getting contact on their Bremen attacks here. So the defensive game, which Coach Lammers felt was a key, how well could they handle the New Bremen attack, because you know they're going to bring it serving out and serving, but also attacking so aggressively. Not many free balls. New Knoxville's, I think, done a good job, especially in game 2, getting the ball into offense.
It's a good start for the Rangers. They're up 3-0 here to start the third set on our first National Bank scoreboard. Nice running one-hander there from Egbert. Paul back on the attack, picked up on the New Knoxville side. Side. That's Egbert cross-court shot picked up by Danmeyer and set back to Highcamp. And they're going to call that as, I was going to say, I don't know if that cleared the net, so that will be a Ranger point as well.
Yeah, she's getting clarification.
Definitely one of those bang plays as the up official tries to clarify
and you know
that.
What? I wonder, you have to block, and it could hit you through the net.
Right.
But I mean, it never crossed the net.
Right.
I don't know, but that's a tough call, and I'm not arguing because I don't want to do it.
That was off of, I believe, Rihanna Paul gives New Bremen the first point.
So New Knoxville 4-0 start to an elimination game for them. They've got to win to advance to play 4 and 5, but yeah, those block calls are so tough. I watch college volleyball on TV, and I'm not sure how the halftime they can tell what's going on. But
I have watched better than 20. There's a great serve by Schrader. I've watched better than probably 20 matches now this year through NKTelco, and I think I've seen a controversy on every one of them with that net, because it's tough. It's
everyone wants it to go their favor.
That's right.
It's someone's gonna be happy, someone's gonna be upset. I figure that's why you play 25 points. You know, you move on, and
it's like every other sport. You don't get the call you think you're going to get always. I know when I'm watching my favorite football team, that's always perfect. The officials never make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
some
just
giant
human.
Sarcasm there. I'm all over that. So Bremen with another point there off the Schrader serve, or back within 1. Here is Schrader with the pick, back to Highcamp through the block and down. So New Bremen able to respond with 4 straight points. Ties thing all up here at 4 apiece.
Correct. New Knoxville opened up 4-0. New Bremen has battled back. Schrader, one of the better servers in the area, now 54 aces on the season, came in with 52. She has 2 tonight.
Well, she has some nasty movement on her ball. That one didn't go her way as it curved out of bounds.
Good decision by the Rangers to either guess or hope that the movement was carrying, because, again, it was kind of coming right at us, and I'm like, that ball's in, out. I mean, it's floating out, and it went out by a couple feet, but Knoxville gives it right back. Tough break for them. Albert is a 90% server on the season, a rare mistake for her. New Knoxville just their 4th service error of the match. New Bremen now with 6, so not too bad considering the amount of aggressiveness that these teams try to serve it at.
Good pickup there by Egbert. Overplay to Ava Trentman.
The sophomore did a nice job. You have to wait until it breaks the plane of the net before you can attack it on that overpass. You can't hit it on like what is considered the first or second hit, or even the third. You've got to wait till it touches or breaks the plane. She did just that.
Back set to high camp, and the Bremen Cardinals quickly found their offense, and that's going to lead to a precision strip. A timeout. We'll take a quick break. New Bremen 7, New Knoxville 5. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to the barn in New Knoxville. My name is Greg Burning, my partner tonight, Jeff Hench, and we're here in set number 3. New Bremen on top, 7-5 over New Knoxville. Puckett back row shot, good placement. New Bremen able to track it down, but can't get it in play, so a point for New Knoxville.
Amelia Damar, nice effort defensively to keep the Puckett attack alive, but then New Bremen ultimately kind of free balls it out of bounds or didn't get a good play on the ball. So much needed point for the Rangers, Greg, following that precision strip timeout.
7-6 on our first National Bank scoreboard. As Jeff mentioned a little earlier, New Knoxville needing this one to stay in the match. That one's going to float out of bounds. Point there on a Megan Reinhardt. I believe that was Reinhardt with the attack.
It was. Number 8 now with 6 kills. Did not score 1 in the first set. Had 5 in game 2, and that one giving her 6 in the match. She averages 1.5 per set.
Steininger back for a serve for New Bremen, and that one dives off the lane into the ground, an ace.
Her third of the night. That gives her 39, 40, and 41 on the season. 90% serving accuracy for Steininger. So, again, very nice job keeping the ball in play. And definitely she's out of bounds.
I was going to say, you can see it there. She was way over, but she comes back in right before she serves it. So Schrader with the back set to high camp. Good high set. She's able to make good work with that and knock it in for the kill.
14 kills for the junior. You mentioned that serving. I wonder, sometimes the thought process, just what, I don't care where they serve it from, but I just wonder what some of the thinking is. And maybe they won't tell us if we ask, but I just wonder if it comes at different angles, if you can put the ball at different angles to the receiving team so they're just not used to it. But you see girls all over that back line.
High camp sees the opening over the blocker, drops it in for an easy kill. And quickly, the New Bremen Cardinals up to an 11-6 advantage.
Nice run of offense here after being trailing. Remember, they started out game 3 down 0-4, so they've outscored New Knoxville 11-2 since that opening deficit.
Good pass there by Albers, but waiting at the net, Mary Rindler with the block.
Well, her and Reinhardt went up together, but it was Rindler that gets the total contact. And you mentioned earlier how she's been a part of a number of blocks. She's a freshman, remember that, played junior high volleyball last year. This year, coming in, has 3 kills tonight, and also has been a part of 3 termination blocks for freshman.
Uses her length well on her blocks, and that is, like we talked about earlier, not easy to do. And Rindler's pretty accurate at it. There's a bump across by Top. Back on New Bremen side. Going to pop that one up to Highcamp, and she'll swing hard on that one. As the run continues for New Bremen, up 13-6 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, they've been using Highcamp here very efficiently. Does a lot of her damage on the right front. You know, that's a little strange for the leading attacker. I think it always to be on the right front. Usually it's in the left front, but Highcamp hits it very well from that spot.
Good defense there by Schrader. Popped it back to Highcamp, pushes it to the back row. Top going to push this one across. Good shot off the deflection. Allie Top with the kill.
Again, it's not always how hard you hit it, but just the deflection helped throw that ball off course. So give Top her third kill of the match. She has one kill in each set. Knoxville, though, they need to get a rhythm here. They need to have Wellman serve a bunch to cut into that 6-point deficit.
And that one I don't think got across, so they're calling it a deflection from New Knoxville. And that shot catches the back line.
Yeah, break for the Cardinals. I didn't know either if that play the net worked, but New Knoxville must have touched it, came back, and Reinhardt then eventually gets her 7th kill of the night and a 7-point lead for the Cardinals.
Good serve by Highcamp, tracked down by Albers right at the net and free ball to cross. Good deep shot by Top on the free ball. Quick set down the middle. Highcamp from the 10-foot line. Wow, she got some mustard on that thing as a deflection from the 10-foot line went clear to the back row and out of bounds.
And it really was pretty good timing by Allison Top for New Knoxville. So blocker to, you know, that's something that's not normal. You see it at practice, but more times than not, the attack's coming from a couple of feet from the net, not from beyond 11 or 12 feet. So, but nonetheless, the power from Highcamp able to give her the kill.
And then she takes it off and just lays it in there for another kill.
Knows where the hole's at and puts the ball there, makes you go get it.
That'll lead us to a precision strip timeout. New Bremen 16, New Knoxville 7. You're watching high school volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen. And check us out on Facebook.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth.
Get NKTelco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NKTelco today.
16-7, New Bremen on top here in set number 3. It's a must-win for the Rangers. A great effort there by Schrader to save it for New Bremen back on the New Knoxville side. And they just get it over. Schrader swings on 2. Good save there by Puckett. Another nice save by Melina Schrader. Highcamp from the 10-foot line. Pounds it through and down for the kill.
When things are going well, things go well. And that time, Top again timed it well. It blocked it, caught tape, and falls down on New Knoxville side. So a break for the Cardinals, a tough break for the Rangers.
17-7 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Lammers, good shot to the back row, picked up by Powers. Far side here to Reinhardt. Good save by Wingler, catches the antenna, goes out of bounds, point New Bremen.
Just a lot of power on a Reinhardt attack, and Wingler got a paw on her, an arm, I should say, but couldn't absorb the blow, if you will, good enough, and it carried out of bounds, hit the pin, and gives the Cardinals another point.
That serve catches right at the top of the tape. back on the New Bremen side, point New Knoxville.
As you would expect, you would almost thought tonight that ball would have caught tape and
Went
climbed
over,
over and dropped, within a foot of the net. But that time, the break went for the Rangers, and Heitkamp gets her service error instead.
Served by Meyer, picked up and pushed across by Schrader. Rowe tipped back over by Top. Here is New Bremen with Reinhardt pushing it across for the kill.
9 kills now in the match for the senior. Remember, she didn't have one in game 1, but got 5 and 2 and now 4 and 3.
19-8. New Bremen on top, and there is an ace catching. You saw that into fruition there, Jeff.
I must have. They must have heard me, but yeah, that's exactly right. As Abby Powers connects on the tape for the service ace, her second of the night. That gives her 17 and now 18 on the season.
Top now trying to set things up. Hits that one. It goes out of bounds.
Just a second error of the game for New Knoxville. So, New Bremen has had to earn their points.
21-8 now. New Bremen on top here in the third set. 4 points away from taking the match. As Power serve sails just out of bounds. Good call by the back official here at New Knoxville. Schrader, if I remember right.
Leffel now.
It
was a Schrader or Kenzie
Schrader. Thank you.
Now Kenzie Leffel. So, good athlete here at New Knoxville from years ago and played volleyball at Wheeling University.
Good shot there from Rihanna Paul, getting the kill for New Bremen. 22-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Amelia Danmeyer and Ava Trentman checking in for the Cardinals. For the Rangers, number 14, Brennan Van Gundy will check back in. Danmeyer's Cardinals just 3 points away from taking the match. Her serve floats out of bounds.
8 errors here in game number 3. So 8 of the New Knoxville 10 points have come at the hands of either a service error by the Cardinals or an attacking error.
Good short serve there by Wingler. Picked up nicely, by Schrader. And Rihanna Paul able to knock it down for the kill.
Paul now with 7 kills on the night.
(23-10) in favor of New Bremen. They won the first 2 sets, looking to close things out here at New Knoxville. Van Gundy with the dig, and going to have to be free balled across. Heitkamp pops this one up nice and high, gets the slide pass, and a good block.
Good touch back by the Rangers is right, kept it in play.
Wellman with a little push throw shot. Tracked down by Powers, back to Heitkamp. Cross-court shot, nice dig, Meyer. New Knoxville. Here's Egbert blocked at the net and back over for a kill. I think that came off of Olivia Heitkamp's head. They missed her hands. She pointed her head even after she did it.
Well, I think, she got the block there, as you said, and nonetheless, it goes down as a termination block. Maybe concussion protocol? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I've heard of people getting concussions off of volleyball attacks, and sometimes it doesn't surprise me the way some of these are struck with velocity.
With a Trentman strong serve, it hit, and that will drop for the kill as New Bremen takes the third set 25-10. So as Jeff works through our stats, as our match ended here tonight, the scores went like this. Set number 1, New Bremen taking it 25-14. Set number 2, also won by New Bremen 25-20. And the Cardinals closing out in 3 tonight, take the third set, also 25-10. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's match. Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, New Knoxville Supply, NKTelco, Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. So as we finish things up here tonight, before we go, we'd like to talk about our post-game stats. And here with those stats is my partner, Mr. Jeff Henschen.
Well, the stats dominated by the Cardinals, and one big factor, that was the amount of kills that were recorded tonight. In the 3 games, New Bremen's came up with 45 kills in the match. New Knoxville just 15, so huge discrepancy right there. The power, the ability to attack for the Cardinals prevailed tonight. 45-15 the margin there. Service aces, New Bremen also on top of that one by 6. They had 8 aces. New Knoxville had 2 service aces. Good job by the Cardinals defense picking up the served by the Rangers. Another category that ended in a stalemate, termination blocks. Each team recorded 5 termination blocks. There's your CAB report, but again, dominated there in a kill category for the Cardinals, 45-15 each. In the error category, New Knoxville committed 13 errors in the 3 games, and New Bremen actually had more than that. They had 22, but again, more positive outweighed that negative, if you will, and they prevailed to a 3-set win. Had to work a little bit harder in game 2, but games 1 and 3 pretty much New Bremen dominated and really kept New Knoxville out of their comfort zone.
Yeah, definitely, like you said, Knoxville fighting through the whole thing. Saw definite improvements by the Rangers tonight as they are going to fall to 2-13 on the year. And the New Bremen Cardinals will go to 14-1. And we'd like to talk about our player of the game. That player of the game is sponsored by NKTelco. And tonight, that's going to go to number 8 for the New Bremen Cardinals, Megan Reinhardt.
Yeah, Reinhardt, kind of a quiet game 1. Didn't have a lot of opportunities in game 1. But ended up getting, for a total there, 9 kills in the night. Also as part of a termination block. But I thought, just someone different. I mentioned how New Knoxville would have to dig from all spots, how well they'd have to receive the New Bremen attacks. New Bremen has a lot of girls that can do it. Of Heitkamp, who, by the way, had 19, another great attacking night for her. But at some point, who else can step up if Heitkamp has an off night? And tonight, Megan Reinhardt did a nice job attacking the ball, kept a lot of them in play, struck it pretty well, and played well to help her team do a lot of positive things offensively to help them prevail.
So again, congratulations to Megan Reinhardt, our NKTelco player of the game. I'd like to remind everyone, this match will be replayed twice on NKTelco Channel 3 or HD on Channel 503, Tuesday, October 18th at 5 p.m. and Saturday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. That's going to do it for us here tonight. I'd like to thank my partner, Jeff Henchen. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.